Hello family. It may be a little hard for me to get through this video because I'm on the way to the repast for my cousin Raina. She got killed last week. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's too cute. It's too cute. I don't understand. I just don't. Rip right up. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the season finale of Power, get off of my video. Get away. Go watch it and come back. Go watch and come back. Okay? Spoiler alert. Go watch and come back. Okay? Guys, it's your girl C Money and welcome back to the Cash Couch. Ew. As you guys know on my YouTube, when I recap shows and movies and things of that nature that you watch on TV, we always are going to be on the Cash Couch. Now, I bet some of you are wondering, why is she in full funeral attire? Because I'm getting ready to go to the funeral for my cousin Raina. So obviously today we're doing the recap of the Power Season 4 finale, and it was crazy to say the least. I just got off of the oxygen tank. I just was able to re-regulate my breathing back. My eyes have finally dried and unpuffed from crying so bad. That was, to say the least, one of the best finale episodes of any series I have ever watched. And we're not going to waste any time jumping right into it. Look out, I lost my head, Lord! Let's get started. Okay, so, in the opening scene, they're in the investigation room. You got Tariq, you got Tasha, you got Ghost. They're asking Tariq questions about what happened, how did Raina die. We already know Tariq is a liar. He already in that line. Everybody in that line. That's what they do. If you are a St. Patrick, you have a genetic DNA trait inside of your blood that says liar. That is what you are. That is what you do if you are a St. Patrick. So, you know, that's just that. That's how they get stuff done. And then we move into Kanan rolling up on Tommy with them dead bodies in that trunk when he killed them, asking him that they put the hit out on him. Now, if you done say Tariq's life, what are we finna kill you for? And we already done tried to kill you multiple times. Ghost done robbed with you and all this other stuff. You are paranoid. Kanan is so paranoid and annoying. When is he really going to die? Are you going to die next season? The season after that? Don't you have something to do? I'm ready for Kanan to go. This whole reunion thing, I'm not feeling it because he is worse than Tommy. He is a liability. But what I will say in this moment is when we start seeing the true colors of Dre and stuff coming out, Tommy tells him those are crystal ball guys. Him and Dre are tight. Him and Dre are close. Kanan is like, oh, well, Dre knew I was coming back. So they just like, you know, they putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 4. You know, some people be getting 5, 6, and 7, but they actually getting 4 this time when they putting 2 and 2 together. So we are going to see Dre finally. We're going to see that blood happen. Not this season, next season. But I'm just saying, at least we know Dre is going to die. Dre is the new Holly. We ready for you to go. Now, we get to the scene where Ghost, Tasha, and Tariq arrive back to the house. Tariq jumps out of the car, makes seems like he okay. And then Tommy, Lord, Ghost and Tasha have to face the harsh reality that their daughter, Raina, that she is dead. That she is gone and she ain't never coming back. They got her bag of stuff. They had to leave her body with the coroner so they coming in right there at that scene. And it's just like, she says it. You can't fix this. James is a fixer. You can't fix this. There is no fixing your daughter's death. You can kill him, kill whoever killed her, whatever. You can get your vengeance or your revenge or whatever, but you cannot fix this. You cannot. And in the cards where they agree that he is going to kill whoever killed their daughter, and you better not get caught, because they got 2 more kids to raise, but you better chitty chitty bang bang ho. Okay, that is all Tasha was worried about, the vengeance for her daughter. And as a mother, I mean, can you blame her? I can't blame her at all. And it also shows in this scene how oblivious they are to what type of lifestyle Tariq is really living. The fact that they think it's the Jimenez and they've created all of these different theories based off of their mistakes, not even knowing that this is all solely on Tariq's hands why she is dead. And that is something that if they do eventually find out somewhere in the future, that is probably going to eat them up the most, because you weren't playing your parts as parents. So I'm interested to see how that dynamic plays out, or if it's ever exposed to them, how the audience, us, knows it. But we will see. Of course, in this moment, it is when what people say, shit hit the fan. Right here in this moment, that is what happens, honey. Raina is dead. She is dead. I told y'all I'm on the way to the repass. I already done put the potato salad and stuff in the car. I gotta go pick up some napkins and some cleaning supplies for the family. Okay. So the next scene, they walk into the house with all the people who are coming to pay their respects for Raina. And this is when we enter a iconic transitional scene for Ghost. Now, you know, all of these different seasons, we've been watching him transition into this noble, upstanding citizen, this great multi-millionaire black entrepreneur who has blossomed out of Southside Jamaica, Queens, and he has flourished into this big, not amicable, oh my god, that means funny, into this big, admirable career businessman, and etc. And in this moment, we watch him strip down from this nice clean cut tux, all of that demure that he has created. We watch him strip down from that and get the shoes, get the jacket, the bag with the weapons and etc., his gloves and all that. And we watch him completely 360 back into the man that he didn't want to be. And that is something that is so great in this moment in time, because it's just like, you can't get away as much as you want to get away. This is a big rich town, and you gon' keep slinging that dough, killing people and going to jail. Y'all, he can't get away from that life he wants to. We don't want you to get away from that life. You know, every good girl like a day, but you ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me. You ain't gotta tell me. Okay. Then we move into Angela. That's how I feel about her. I've been feeling that way about her since season 1, but whatever, you know, we got the scene of her being, you know, a new district, the new head of defense or whatever. Sax walks in all late or whatever and tells her about the death of Raina, saying that James St. Patrick, he brought it up in front of the whole panel, you know, whatever. You know, Sax is annoying, to say the least. And I thought I didn't like Sax, but now I hate Sax, because there's a weird obsession with James St. Patrick inside of this office. I'm not understanding where it's coming from. He goes to Angela and brings back up the theory that Greg had, that James St. Patrick was actually the ghost that they were looking for. He says that she would be fired if she doesn't look back up into this case, because of course good upstanding citizens and businessmen and etc., their children are not murdered at school dances and etc. So it leads back to criminal, or the possibility of criminal activity. And as you guys know, when James was released from prison, it was without prejudice, so they can try him again. So I don't know how this is going to work out, but Saxe is just a little bit obsessive to me with Ghost or James St. Patrick and getting him behind bars. Of course, we know he's not a good person, but it's just like, let it go. Back to Remy Ma, okay? Remy Ma. Who else did I say let it go? Remy Ma. I can't think of nobody else besides Remy Ma and you, Saxe. Let it go. Let it go. Do I need to sing again? Q Elsa Rosie. Let it go, okay? You and Remy Ma. Let that her go. And then Angie comes to the rescue. She pops up outside of the apartment when James is trying to leave. We trying to go chitty chitty bang bang. And you in the way. Here you come again when we ready to chitty chitty bang bang. I'm talking about something, you paying your respects, asking James what he finna do and everything like that. You know what I'm finna do. I'm finna go murk these folks who killed my daughter. Why are you here wasting my time? Exactly. Thank you for coming. Go on about your business. Because you know, I'm going to get out of this. And you know what I'm finna do. He already knew it. He already knew it. But Angela is such a let me fix this type person. And she is the only character on this show who always comes out with their hands clean. How have you been so deeply indebted into this lifestyle? You've almost jeopardized your career. You've been put on suspension. You've done dirty work. How are you still getting every single thing you want in life? This character, Angie Valdez, is unrealistic. I think the writers are obsessed with her or her character, or either they just like whatever her name is as a person or an actress, because she should have been in jail or at least lost her job or something by now, because I mean, I don't get it. Why is she the only one who doesn't have to deal with anything but a broken heart because James is living the life that he has been living? It's kind of annoying. I'm kind of over her always winning. I want her to lose now because Tasha stays losing. So, I mean, that may just be a personal, just little preference that I had. So, you know, whatever. And then we have the Tommy and Ghost car scene when they're getting ready to go to the Jimenez and figure out who killed Raina. Remember, I told you they had that theory that the Jimenez killed Raina. So we're getting ready to go into that scene. And this relationship with Tommy and Ghost, it just will never die. They may fall out, but they are brothers to the end. So watching him give him those gloves and watching him give him that gun and etc., my brother and all that, that is just so iconic for us right now. So I'm loving that dynamic between Tommy and Ghost. Let's not forget that there is a tracker on the car that Tommy has. Remember, they put the tracker on there during the trial when Ghost was still in jail. So all of this moving around that they've been doing will catch up with them next season. Just so you guys know, that tracker is, oh my God, that tracker is going to make everything worse. Okay? It's just going to make everything worse. And then we go into Tariq calling Kanan. Now, one thing that I can give Tariq is he is very smart, just like his father. He knows how to manipulate people into getting what he wants. So him calling Kanan was absolutely one of the smartest things that he has ever done. And as we can see in the scene after, Ray Ray is scared for his life. When he's talking to the little cousin Destiny, Tariq, you know, little P's, his little hottie-dottie, little thot-thot. When he's talking to Destiny, he admits to Destiny that he killed her, Tariq's sister. And she's just like, why? You told me you were just going to talk to him knowing he was lying and all that other stuff. So what you doing killing and stuff like that? She's completely distraught. Ray Ray is scared. He know that ghost coming from him. He know they trying to kill him. So he tell Destiny, I gotta get out of this big rich town. Nah. Cause I still live in the poet's pause. Bright lights, city lights. He gotta make it out to save his life. We already know. Ray Ray, you going down. You really thought that we wasn't gonna kill you by Raina? Child, boy, I don't even know why you thought you was gonna live to see another day. I hate Angela, but she is extremely smart. by entering the apartment right where Ray Ray is and asking him all those different questions. She looking into Tariq and looking into his background and etc. Even figuring out why were you looking for him? You know, going into it, always being the fixture and going above, you know, average and extending her helping hand. That is something that I have to give her. I love how overbearing she is, because when she's overbearing, it pays off. It pays off for us as viewers, and it pays off for them as characters inside of the show. But then we go into my favorite type of stuff, when Tommy and Ghost go into that hood ratchet shit. I love it. They came in like, boop, boop, boop. They just put the show up in that world. I'm like, whoa, no. They're just boom, boom. What I said, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I told y'all, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I told y'all, they went up in there shooting everybody. You finna die. You finna die. You get a bullet. You get a bullet. You get a casket. They was in there like a tirade. 2 on. We don't need nobody else. We don't need no arm. That's the type of stuff I like. Get me a gun. Y'all, they went in there, and you remember the man who killed Julio? Before Ghost killed him, he admitted that he killed Julio. And he admitted that the Jimenez ain't had nothing to do with killing Raina, because they don't kill kids. So at least they have some decency. He said the Jimenez don't kill kids. The Toros Locos don't kill kids. We don't kill kids. So, but you died. I mean, he killed them anyway. Ghost don't want to hear all that. What that got to do with me? Okay, you didn't kill my daughter, but you killed Julio. Bow! Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Keep telling. But in that scene, make sure that you're paying attention to the dynamic and the mental state of the characters, because that is what is really changing. We can see in that moment, Ghost has lost it. He will never be the same, of course, losing his daughter, but we can see that mentally he is not the same. He has become very ruthless. There was no reason to kill him at all, other than the fact that he killed Julio, but he don't want to hear nothing else. So he has that one-track mind right now, as in, I need to get to who killed my daughter. I don't care how many people die until I figure that out. So he has went out of the deep end. And you know who else went off the deep end? Terry Silver coming into that house talking about, I love you, Tasha. Let me help you, all this stuff. What is wrong with you? You in love. Y'all been talking for 2 weeks. You are weak. What do you mean you in love? What are you talking about? As soon as he said that, my nose is kind of like, what is wrong with you? There's, that was just too much. That was just too much. Like, I mean, Tasha's way too deep in anyway, honey child, baby boy. So I don't know how far you think that relationship is gonna go, because it's not really gonna go far. Oh, fast forward. Tariq still doing lean, being stupid. He is high as hell right now at that repast for his sister. He is drowning his sorrow and his pain away in that drain. Pull up, drink, headshot, drink. Somebody take it out. And now y'all want to show that baby girl? We don't know her. She is a ghost. Y'all third child is a ghost. We only seen her at the interview and at the funeral now, or the repast or whatever. Honey, where has this baby been? Y'all got the best babysitter ever, because I don't ever see her, or either she just sleep a lot. Do y'all child got narcolepsy? Because we never see her. Where is she always at? That's what I need to know. Where is your child always at, to the point where we never see the third baby girl? I don't understand, but whatever. So after we see the scene of Tariq doing lean, we go into Tommy, who was talking to the priest, the Catholic priest, the father. And what is it? Callahan, that's his name, Callahan. He's talking to, you know, the one that he sell drugs with, the preacher that sell drugs or whatever. And he was saying that he blames himself for not being there and not, you know, being in the know to protect Raina, being her godfather. He's been there her whole life, so he's blaming himself just, you know, like everybody else does. But in that scene, he also talks about Dre and how things are going with him being a new Connect. And Callahan tells him that they have a meeting with the new Connect tonight and that he would be leaving, you know, the church sometime to go to that. And that is when Tommy tells him that Dre is the one who got Julio killed. And Callahan is just like, are you serious? I'm not with that. You know, he's still a preacher, you know, for God's sake or whatever. So he's just like, that isn't really good. And in this leaving scene, that is when Kanan calls and tells Tommy, I think I know who killed Raina. And that's when he tells him about Ray Ray and gives Tommy Ray Ray's address. Now, then we move into the scene with Larenz Tate, the minister, and Ghost inside of the church. And Larenz Tate character is going to expand next season. You can already tell by the hold that he has on James, kind of like with Stern in the first season, how he had that hold on James because he had that higher, more official power. This is the same thing with Larenz Tate. We already know he's a dirty councilman and that he is the same type of person, just doing a better covering up than James is trying to do. But we all know that Larenz Tate is a dirty councilman, so he will definitely be someone who we have to keep an eye on, definitely, for next season. And he tells Ghost, look, you're going to have this damn funeral in this church. I don't care what you say. We're going to bury her here. It's good for the publicity that you need right now, and I don't want to hear shit else. That is basically what he told Ghost, and Ghost just has to deal with it because right now he's not in that position of power, i.e., which is such important, that's the name of the show. He's not in that position of power that he needs to be in, and it is still a disadvantage for him to be working with Councilman Tate, which he will learn probably next season. Then we move into Tommy going to meet Destiny. Let me just say, I'm so thankful that Tommy didn't kill that little girl. We know how sporadic and irrational Tommy is, so I was a little scared that he was just going to shoot her and it was going to be like, how are we supposed to find Ray right now? But somehow he composed himself and he contained his emotions and he was able to get her to snitch on Ray Ray. And of course we found out he gonna be in the Heights. We coming to get you. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Okay, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. We coming to get you, Ray Ray. We gonna get you, bow. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Okay. So, then Tariq rolled up on Dre like a real boss. I'm just like, that's the St. Patrick that you do. That's the St. Patrick. That's how you run up on him. He said, I kill you in broad daylight right now. In broad daylight right now. I'm high off this lean. You don't know what I might do. Boy. You really want to play with me right now? My sister died 3 days ago. Do you really want to play with me right now? I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose. This my gun, by the way. This my gun. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Okay. And Dre, so he was like, I'ma snitch on you. I'ma snitch on you and you gonna die. So you either gonna tell me where Ray at or you gonna die. One or the other. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang, or chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Okay, I was very proud of him in that moment. I was like, you are really becoming who you need to be. And you know who also is becoming who they need to be, the mother that she needs to be. Tasha, her going to see Angela Valdez to figure out where Tariq was one of the smartest things. I already skipped that part, but whatever. You know, Tariq is gone. Tasha done left the house or whatever looking for him. And she had to go to Angela to figure out where he is. Can you please find my son? And Angela is so wrapped up into this lifestyle that she already knows what is about to go down, and she has been trying to prevent it. And she is pleading with Tasha, please let me help you. You know that you guys can go down for this. And Tasha is just like, girl, you don't understand none of this. This is about family. You know, she didn't tell her that, but you can tell by her facial expression. It's just like, you never understand. Thank you for helping me find my son, but let us handle this the way that we handle stuff. We don't really need the good moral stuff that you're trying to give us. We don't, you know, we don't really need that. We don't really need that. We really don't need that. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. And then the big scene trying to kill Ray Ray. And this scene is just so all over the place, and it's a bad scene. Not a bad scene as far as the intensity and for us, but a bad scene as far as how things are going to play out. Now, I'm going to get a little bit closer to the camera so we can talk about this. Okay, so of course, Tariq is the first person to get there. Tariq, not being a professional killer, has on no gloves, no mask. He's touching everything, breaking stuff. He already got his mama gun. He's just like, I'm only worried about killing Ray Ray because he killed my sister. Ghost sees Tariq go in. The elevator is being slow. He's in apartment 5C, if you remember. Then Tommy comes. Then Tasha comes. So all of you guys are at the same location. We got the damn tracker on the car. Tariq ain't got no gloves on. Tommy and Ghost have on gloves, so their fingerprints aren't there. But Tasha doesn't, so she's touching all the same things that Tariq is touching. Of course, Tariq kills Ray Ray, and all of them walk in. They do kind of a bad job hiding the body. Tasha's fingerprints are on the gun as well as Tariq's, and they left the bullet behind, which also is not a good thing. So I'm interested to see how that plays out, because if there are cameras somewhere, Tommy nor Ghost look for cameras. So you guys are probably on camera, and somebody is going to have to explain which one of you in this room out of the four of you killed Officer Ray Ray. Even though they found out that Officer Ray Ray is a bad cop, it's just the fact that we don't know. You get what I'm saying? We don't know how bad of a cop he is, or how this is going to replay out. Oh my God, you guys, this hat is so hot. I'm sweating a little bit under here, and his jacket. Oh my God. I'm ready for the funeral though. I'm still ready for the funeral. Okay. And then Sax is annoying. He goes back to the head lady or whatever, talking about James St. Patrick's again, and then you got the cafe girl who come in. If you didn't watch Power Season 1, I'm just sweating. If you didn't watch Power Season 1, I'm just trying to get my face together, you guys. Remember that the girl from Season 1, on the very first episode, Ghost let her go. Tommy wanted to kill her, but Ghost let her go, and he killed her boyfriend. We haven't seen her since then, and she was willing to give a statement. Now, just because she can identify his voice does not mean that he will be convicted. So don't get that excited about Cafe Girl, because she may end up in the Hudson River somewhere. Anyway, you know how they work. Now, I don't know who Dre thinks he is after that, killing Callahan for not wanting to be a part of his business, but that's definitely gonna come back, because it's a priest. First of all, he's a priest. He has a whole church, and then on top of that, once Tommy finds out that he killed Callahan, we already know what's coming for Dre is coming for him as the head distro. So, you know, we don't really got to get into Dre that much. And then we have the beautiful scene of Tariq transitioning into a man. And not a man as in what we would think a noble man would be, but as in a man of what he would be on Power. Tasha, the audio and the voiceover of Tasha, and the scene of him in the shower scrubbing his nails and all of the different things that she was telling him to do to get rid of the evidence. We're watching Tariq transition from a boy into a man. He has just murdered someone in cold blood for his sister. He doesn't feel sorry for her. He tells him he's watched them burn and get evidence, move a dead body and all this other stuff. They've run from the police and etc. So we're watching him just as, damn it, Power, it just hit me. Just as we watched in the beginning of the episode, Ghost transition back from a man into a boy, we are watching his son in this moment transform from a boy into a man. And that is so iconic in itself. I can't wait for season 5. The ending of the episode, we watched Tasha go to Terry and say, I can't love you. I got to choose my family over you and my child first and foremost. Can you take my case? I know I may have to go to jail and I'm going to have to fight this to protect my son. I don't care about your little wee-wee. I am trying to protect my family. Episode is over. Y'all, I'm ready to see next season. I want to know how the case plays out. Cafe Girl is going to be a big dynamic factor as far as when it comes to James and getting James back in jail. You got to think we got this whole Tommy and Tony Teresi family dynamic. It'll be interesting to see who his new family is and how deep connected he will be with the mob. The Kanan and Ghost and Tommy reunion to kill Dre, very iconic. You know, at the end of the episode, we have them riding off to meet Tommy's new family because they know that it's going to have to be war because the new connect with Dre is the Jimenez. So we already know that this is going to be a big dynamic. I feel like this is just a theory alert. I feel like in season 5, we'll see a lot about Ghost, Kanan, and Tommy and that reunion. And then leading into season 6 is where the case will be reopened and may include the evidence from some of the previous cases and some of the other episodes. I know, per usual, Ghost will outsmart everyone, but, you know, the addition to Tommy's new family will probably give them a chance to regain power on the streets, i.e., again, the name of the show is all around that sense of power. Who is the most powerful dynamic in the show? So, I am really excited for next season. The finale was great. If you didn't watch it and you just watched this video, please go back and watch it. It's so much better than what I just said. I promise you. But as always, cash couch. Now, like I told you, I gotta go take this food to the repast. I got to get some cleaning supplies. I stopped by Dollar General and get some cleaning supplies. Now that other stuff so they can have somewhere to clean up the apartment after all these people come and eat. The funeral is next week, but you know, I want to wear black until we put her to rest. Okay, rip right up. My cousin gone, y'all. About to tear me up a little bit. I kid so much. Oh my God. You guys, anyway, make sure that you guys are subscribing to the channel and sharing these videos and liking them so that everybody can see them. I don't know what the next video will be, but I know you guys will be back. So until then, money is